This is for educational use only. Our group is allowing Mr. Roldan Artines to use this as an educational material. I am Cadet Sendrehas, and today I'm gonna discuss to you about Filipino identity. So, who is a Filipino? At first glance, this appears to be a very simple question to answer. But if you throw this simple question randomly to the people on the street, you might be surprised at how different people who call themselves Filipino answer this question. It has been more than a century since the Philippines gained independence from its colonizers. Yet, it appears that until now, Filipinos still do not have a unified notion or an otherwise clear picture of who or what a Filipino is. Well, this is because many years of Filipino colonial experience resulted in the integration of various foreign influences into our colonial and non-material culture. This affecting our sense of Filipino identity, while the blending of these foreign influences, beliefs, and practice into our local culture somehow blurred our image of a Filipino truly is. Many of these aspects were continuously transmitted to the succeeding generations. For the young Filipino, if somehow Filipino identities are unique or borrowed, nevertheless, this aspect is still affect the formation of Filipino identity.
I am Khalid Dadulia, and my topic is all about values and traits, but I will emphasize the positive values and traits of a Filipino. So first of all, hospitality. Filipinos' brand of hospitality is widely known across the globe. Filipinos welcome their guests as they are part of the family by always opening their doors to guests and making them feel at home. They even spend a lot of money and obtain loans to be able to satisfy the needs of their guests. So the second one is respect for elders. So Filipino give high regards to elders, whether they are related or not. As children, Filipinos are taught to greet their elders by politely taking the elder's hand before uttering mano po. And conversing with the elder, it is imperative to use po and opo for the economic respect. So the third one is close family ties. Filipinos are keeping interact familiar relationships, even if their children are already emancipated. Unlike in most American families, most children live with their parents as long as they like, even if they already have their own families. So the last one is bayanihan. The bayanihan spirit means helping each other and giving without expecting something in return. Filipinos are always ready to share and help their friends and loved ones who are in need. It may not always be in monetary form, but the time and effort that they give also count as a form of help for them.
I'm Cadet Laparan. I will explain the negative effects of values and traits of the Filipino. Bahala na. Bahala comes from the word Balhala na, which means God, leave everything to God. National mentality is the perception of ethnic and cultural inferiority in a form of internalizing racial operation. Crab mentality has someone's tendency to pull down people around them who they consider as better than themselves.
I'm Decadent Kalensa, and I'm here to discuss about the institutional factors. So, institutional factors play a significant role in shaping society and influencing individual behavior. Let's explore how each of the following institutions contributes to this. Family. This is the most basic social institution of a society that organizes based on blood relations, like sibling relations, by marriage, like a husband and a wife, or social, which are relationships not falling under the first two, but you still consider them as family, according to Horstman 2019. Next is the church. This is an organized set of practices, symbols, and artifacts regarding the belief of the supernatural. There are several reasons why people believe in the supernatural. The first reason is that it is explanation of the unexplainable. The second, meaning and purpose of life. The third, continuity of relationship with the people that we care about, even after death, among others. School. The basic function of school is to ensure that the knowledge of the past and the culture of the society gets transmitted from one generation to another. It safeguards continuity or brings about changes to the other social institutions. It aims to produce people who can live harmoniously in the given social environment, as well as able to be productive citizens for the economy. And the last is media. The media, including television, newspapers, and the internet, shape public opinion, influence attitude, and disseminate information. It plays a significant role in shaping societal norms and values. That's all.
Good day everyone, I'm Decadet Ibanez and I'm here to tackle about the institutional factors of government, non-government, and people's organization. So government. Government set laws, regulations, and policies that influence social behaviors, economic activities, and public services. They provide governance, security, and public welfare. Next is non-governmental organizations, or NGOs. NGOs play a crucial role in advocating for social issues, providing services, and promoting social change. They often fill gaps left by the governments and address specific societal needs. The last one is people's organizations. People's organizations such as community groups, unions, and advocacy groups empower individuals to come together to address common issues, advocate for their rights, and promote social change. Each of these institutional factors interacts with one another and with individuals to shape societal norms, values, and behaviors. Understanding their roles can help us appreciate the complexity of social systems and how they influence our lives.
Hey everyone, my name is John Vincent Timaylom and I'm going to talk about democracy. So what is democracy? Democracy is a government where power is held by the people, either directly or through elected representatives. Key principles involve political participation, equality, and protecting individual rights. Citizens in a democracy have the right to partake in decision-making, expressing their opinions through voting, and elect representatives to govern on their behalf. There are two main types of democracy: direct democracy and representative democracy. So direct democracy, in a direct democracy, citizens participate directly in decision-making processes. This can involve voting on specific laws or policies. Direct democracy is the most practical in small communities or organizations where all members can easily participate in decision-making. Representative democracy, on the other hand, citizens elect representatives to make decisions on their behalf. These representatives are accountable to the electorate and are expected to reflect the will and interests of the people. Representative democracy is more common in larger political entities like nations and states.
Everyone, I'm Jen Cadet Abapo and my topic is democracy. The key features of democracy include fair and fairness elections. So, democracy typically have regular, free and fair elections in which citizens can choose their leader and representative. Second, role of law. So, democracies are characterized by the role of law, meaning that the laws apply equally to all individuals and government officials are subject to the law. Next is protection of individual rights. Democracies prioritize the protection of individual rights and freedoms such as freedom of speech, assembly, and the right to a fair trial. Next is political pluralism. Democracy allows for a diversity of political parties and opinions, ensuring that citizens have a range of choices and elections. Lastly, civilian control of the military. In a democracy, the military is generally subordinate to civilian authority, ensuring that political power is not concentrated in the hands of the military. And that's all the key features of democracy. Thank you.
Hello everyone. The next is citizenship in political self. So first, let's talk about citizenship. Citizenship refers to a legal status and membership of an individual in a particular nation or a state. So, for example, us, we encompasses both rights such as voting, freedom of speech, and legal protections, and responsibilities such as obeying the laws and paying taxes. Citizenship is a fundamental aspect of political identity. So for me, based on my understanding, it is a fundamental aspect because we chose our own topic as a democratic nation. Next is challenges and opportunities. So challenges, exclusions. Some groups face barriers to full citizenship rights. Global migration raises questions about belonging and identity. So in better understanding in this migration, this is a major challenge for our citizenship for our community, because except on working for our own country, some people choose to work in some other countries where they migrate. So opportunities. Advocacy, citizenship can advocate for change and social justice. Community building, engaging with diverse communities enriches our political self.
Good day, I'm speaking with Ilus, and I'm going to discuss with you about citizenship. Here are some types of citizenship. The first one is birthright citizenship. Birthright citizenship is acquired automatically by being born within a country's territory. If you are born in a particularly nation, you are considered a citizen of that country by virtue of your birthplace. The second one is naturalized citizenship. A naturalized citizenship is obtained through a legal process after meeting specific criteria. To become a naturalized citizen, an individual typically meet residency requirements. They must have lived in the country for a specific period, which varies by nation. The third one is dual citizenship. It's a legal status. It's a legal status that allows an individual to be recognized as a citizen of two different countries simultaneous. For example, a person who lives in this country but has businesses outside the country that needs to be managed. The next one is political self and citizenship. Our political self is intertwined with our citizenship. It reflects our values, beliefs, and commitment to the democratic process. It shapes our engagement in civic activities. It influences our understanding of justice, equality, and social responsibility.
So the next one is rights and duties of a citizen. So the first one is voting, participating in elections to shape government policies. So we choose our own leaders to lead us. Next is freedom of expression, voicing opinions, assembling peacefully, and accessing information. So this is debate. The next one is legal protections, being safeguarded by the legal system. So, for example, police. So in exchange of that is obeying the laws and paying taxes. Obeying the laws, complying with legal norms such as paying taxes. Paying taxes, contributing to public services. The next is civic engagement, active participation in community political life.